Hey, Ben Silveria with the Pretentious Film Majors here for ScienceFiction.com at the Batman Dark Knight Returns interviews, and I'm here with...
Andrea Romano.
And I'm here with...
Bruce Timm.
So, Bruce, what are some of the challenges in, adapting one of the most definitive and iconic Batman stories?
Well, what isn't a challenge about it? I mean, every step of the way, it's a challenge. it is one of the most famous comics of all time. It's probably the most important Batman comic of the last, 25 years, 30 years. On one hand, we knew we needed to stay really, really faithful to the comic, to all the fans of the comic, who are going to be looking at it with a magnifying glass and making sure that we, dotted all the I's and or dotted all the T's, dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's. But at the same time, we're all of us who worked on it, we're all big fans of the comic, so we kind of knew it very, very well anyways, and kind of knew what we wanted to do with it. At the same time, we also wanted to make sure that it was a good standalone movie for anybody who hadn't read the comic, who knew nothing about the comic, who just bought it on an impulse or whatever and watched it. They would be able to watch it and enjoy it as well. So that's all. There's all kinds of things all happening at the same time there.
It's an awesome responsibility. I don't really have anything to do with the adaptation of the script. Bob Goodman did the script, and he's a stunning writer. But finding the right voices for people who are so familiar with that visual, making sure that the voice fits that visual was a frightening job. But ultimately I just watched part 2 myself last night. I hadn't seen a fully mixed version, and I think it's wonderful. I think the voices are awesome, and so I'm very proud of this particular piece.
So did you work closely with Frank Miller at all during the process?
No, we kind of were on our own, but it was. No, I won't go down that road. No, it's just there's. I can't go down that road either. We basically just kind of were left to our own devices to do what we were going to do with it, and fortunately had a really super talented crew. Bob Goodman, who wrote the adaptation, who wrote the script. He's somebody we've worked with for many, many years, and he's great. And Jay Oliva is like one of the top directors in animation right now. So, I think the property was in good hands.
So how challenging was it replacing Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy, who, like many people, associate with as the Joker and Batman?
It's always very hard to replace them. I mean, I'm not really replacing them. I'm just using another actor for this one particular project. For me, they were the penultimate Batman and Joker. Not to say that there haven't been tons of other really good performances, and there really have been. But to me, whenever I prep a script and I'm hearing the voices in my head of the characters, I hear Kevin Conroy, I hear Mark Hamill. But we got some beautiful performances from some lovely actors in this piece, so I'm happy. It's a win-win.
And finally, you've done a whole lot of Batman stuff.
Yeah.
What's the next Batman story you're looking to do? Could it possibly be The Killing Joke?
It could possibly be The Killing Joke, or it could possibly be not. I don't really know. There's a lot of things in the air right now.
And there's a great star caliber quality to the first part of the film. In the second part, who can we expect to pop up?
Well, there's the Joker, first of all, because he doesn't show up really in part 1 except for 2 words. I think he says Batman, darling in part 1. But Michael Emerson is unbelievably good in this role, I think. And Mark Valley as Superman, who doesn't really show up till part 2 of this. And he's terrific. He does a beautiful job.
Very cool. Well, thank you for taking some time out.
My pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Have a great rest of the con.
Thank you.